Now, now I have to watch my language. So there's that.
Yes.
Just okay. That's fine.
Don't be a
I
potty
do-
mouth.
Excuse you.
Don't be
I mean,
Mr. Potty Mouth.
I feel like I've done a fair. Last episode, Austin was swearing more than I was.
Yeah, but I have a censor button.
Yeah, but you didn't use it. You censored the wrong word. You called you said
used
something.
it at
Someone
the
was an
wrong
effing something,
Time, yes.
and you censored out the other word, not the F word. So,
Yeah, I know.
what are you doing, guy? Okay. Well, are y'all here? I
I'm
see
joining.
you've joined the game.
I'm a
Yes.
joiner.
I'm in the game.
I see you. Not shooting you. I'm just shooting at you, so you kind of know I'm here.
Sally. Sally.
Oh God! Oh crap!
What'd you
Swear.
do?
Fell
You
off
fall.
the edge. Yes.
Oh.
Ugh! Hey kids, watch this! Ho! And all you hear is ho!
Yep. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. Sorry.
Hello,
I don't know what we're
everybody.
doing. I don't know what Justin's doing. He should be doing the intro.
Justin's
I didn't know
well,
if
we're
everybody was
waiting for
ready.
everybody to be recording. Relax.
Oh, I'm
relax.
good.
Yeah.
I've been recording for
Oh,
almost 2
nuts.
minutes.
Just making sure everybody's ready before we start.
Yep. All right. Well, we're back at it again. Another week down. It was a
Yes.
busy week. It was a busy week on my end. How was it for y'all?
Good, but I haven't
Not-
started the
not
intro
too
yet,
bad.
but it's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is episode 36, and I believe we have an intro that needs to be tackled. And I think that's a
Yes.
just in time for TV job.
Finally. It's my
Yeah.
time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh yeah!
I vote him to be permanent.
You told him to be permanent, guy.
Nah, I'm kidding. I want to see Donut do intros too.
When am I gonna do the intros? Because I believe it's
We have a while to go. Well, unless you
Like
said
40
50,
to
I think, right?
45.
It's well, if we're at 36. When did Justin take over? Was it 20 or 25?
I'd say 25.
I think
Yep.
25.
Okay, so then at 50 I'll take over, and then at 75 it'll go back to Lord of the Rings. But you heard the man. Welcome to the Thunderdome podcast. This is episode 36. I am, well, I don't know. I'm the most relevant dude you know. Donut 081893.
I'm Lord of the Reams.
And I'm just in time for TV.
All right.
No poop.
Oh, fiddlesticks. But, well, it's good to be back. I'm glad you guys are doing okay.
We're living.
Sorry for the delay. But,
Yeah, I know
how's
we guys.
everybody
I know we
doing?
usually start in the mornings, early.
Oh, we start. Oh, really? Oh, yeah? You're going with me, bub. You're going with me, Bubba.
Nice.
Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about. We'll start with the light stuff first, as we always do. All right, which one of you knuckleheads wants to go first? We got sports and entertainment and
I'll start
sciencey
with-
stuff.
I'll start with the entertainment stuff.
Let's do it.
Okay, so what was it? Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Give me 1 second. 3 days ago. So 3 days ago, Mark Hoppus posted on Instagram, just saw my oncologist and I'm cancer free. Thank you, God, and universe and friends and family and everyone who sent support and kindness and love. Still have to get scanned every 6 months, and it'll take me until the end of the year to get back to normal. But today is an amazing day, and I feel so blessed. Can I get a W in the chat? Question mark. So I am very happy to hear that news that Mark Hoppus is cancer free.
There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The round of applause from Lord of the Rings. I actually saw
Yes.
that article at work the other day. I hopped on the computer for like 2 seconds at the nurse's station, and I saw that. And the first thing I thought of was Lord of the Rings and Just in Time for TV are going to be ecstatic at that news. So I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad, and I'm happy about it too. Obviously, I'm a big dub for Hoppus there, and obviously
We love you, Mark.
I'm very ecstatic.
Yes, we love you very much.
Glad Mark's doing good, and
Glad you're
I'm
cancer-free.
Yes. we
I'm
are
wishing
very
him
glad.
a steady and easy recovery road forward,
For the rest of the year.
as he and for the rest of his life as he moves forward.
And that too.
So, big ups to that. Great way to start the day. I love that we get to start with some good news.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello, Morgan.
Glad you can
We just talked. We
make
just
it.
hit the best. We just hit the best. The best first story we ever had is hearing that a childhood music icon is gonna be okay.
Yes.
So,
I
all
also,
right. What else we got?
So I guess going into sports and still entertainment as well. You have the preseason hockey just started recently, and again, it's like the same thing, like regular or like any kind of preseason. It doesn't really matter. We're doing okay, Morgan. Hope you're doing well as well.
Yep.
She's asking how we're all
Everything is
doing.
Good. Doing good, man. Doing good. It's been it was a long week at work, but it's over. And I'm glad I get to spend time with my girlfriend this weekend and get to do the podcast and just have a great time. I'm ready. I'm enjoying the decompressing after a long week of work.
Yeah, it's always fun.
I made it the special occasion to wear my Blink 182 shirt. So
Oh yeah.
I mean that.
So yes, you got the hockey preseason going on. It doesn't really matter too much. You got a bunch of people on the roster. Oh, and looks like Morgan's surprised about you saying you have a girlfriend.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, that's the truth, man. It's the truth. So yeah, no, it's been going on 6 months now. Going on 6 months. So
Oops.
good time.
And we're
Good times
happy
had
for
by
you.
all.
Yes,
Thank you.
we are happy.
Thank
for
you,
him.
thank you. As I see Justin flying away as a monitor ball. You
Oh,
fool.
because I didn't want to fall this time. I wanted to live. I
Filthy
wanted to have a
heathen.
life.
Me live.
Anyway, I believe she asked us how we're doing, not just me. So how y'all guys?
No,
how you guys
yeah, I
doing?
said I was. Like what I said, I think I said I was okay.
You
I'm
gave
okay.
like a typical
That's what
2
you
to
said.
3 word answer.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm doing
Figured.
well. I'm doing fantastically well.
Bitch.
So
All I did was melee you.
just ready for the regular season for hockey to start. That's all. And then you
Yeah.
got week 4 of the NFL season starting up tomorrow. Well, you kind of already had it on Thursday with the Jaguars and Bengals facing off. It's a pretty close game, and yet again the Jaguars lost, so they're 0-4. The Bengals won, so this final score is 24-21. So then tomorrow you have the Chiefs facing the Eagles at Philadelphia. So hopefully the Eagles will pull off a win. I hope. I can only pray,
Yeah.
as always.
Yep, we've got Broncos versus the Ravens, so I know that me and Justin are going to be a little bit opposed. And you've got the Cowboys versus Panthers at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and Broncos Ravens are going to be at 2:35 Mountain Standard Time, so about 3:35 on Texas time, so Central Standard
Central
Time.
Standard.
Yep.
And noon
Yeah.
Central Standard for whoever else cares about the Cowboys.
Yep. And then
Well, noon and also for the Eagles as well. But I'm hoping
Yeah.
that the Eagles will be on TV again because they'll be on CBS, which I would assume they'll be on TV because every time the Chiefs are on TV, or every time
Yeah.
the Chiefs play, they're always on TV. So
yeah. Other sports news real quick is for anybody that did watch, pay attention to last weekend's sports events. There's also a couple good fights going on. There were supposed to be. Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz was really underwhelming. I didn't think Nick Diaz looked that great, but then again, I'm not an MMA fighter myself, at least Not really. It just, I don't know, it didn't look great. The Ortega fight was really good though. That was a solid fight.
No.
Yeah. Morgan says she's doing pretty well. She's
But
mommying toddler, lol. And then
yeah, how's the kid? How's Cody?
she's like,
how's all the animals?
toddlers are toddlers, and I have work. She'll be at work. I guess 5 to 8 at work.
Well, yeah, you work at unless she got a new job, she still
I
has the
felt
same
her.
job as before. Nice.
I guess going into entertainment as well. A couple days ago, they released the artists who would be playing in the Super Bowl halftime show. So
Yeah, they put a bunch of stuff out
The
there. About like, it's
lineup-
gonna be like Eminem and all these people, and
okay, I was gonna be a little big thing. Okay, never mind. Yes, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar will be doing this.
Gotta get a Neil.
I was gonna be doing a big thing for the.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was. I didn't mean
No,
to
you
deflate
ruined
the party balloon.
Epic.
You
fail.
popped it.
Just kidding.
Good job.
I popped the balloon. Sorry, guys. Well, let's hope that they
saving
just
all-
focus on having good music and they don't do any of this kneeling crap. Because I'm sorry, I'm kind of over it.
I haven't seen it on any of the games that I've watched.
Well, yeah, I think that's because a lot of people were tuning out and they're like, "Hey, this social justice bullcrap isn't actually something we want to have our viewers."
Why am I in the wrong seat?
I'm putting on fire on Justin. Don't worry, you're safe.
I see that.
Target suppressed. Get down. Well, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I'm hoping that they decide to just throw and I'm mild swearing, but a kick-ass show. I won't swear any.
I'm
very
happy that
egregiously,
that Slim Shady's gonna be there.
I'm happy about Shady too.
Yeah.
I know people change over time, so I'm just hoping that none of this crap, none of this nonsense that's been happening over the last 2.5 years. I'd say longer than that, just because it's when all the nonsense began. But yeah, I'm just hoping that it doesn't cause any other issues.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited though.
And we got Eminem's new restaurant, Mom Spaghetti, opened up too.
I did see that actually. I thought it was really funny.
He was out there, as well.
He works
It's
there,
pretty
like
cool.
he actually works. Yeah.
Only we lived in Detroit, and we can actually see him.
Yeah. I don't know if living in Detroit is worth it.
Yeah, no, I don't recommend it. But, well, I mean,
I
we have a friend
I missed
who's
that
who's from Detroit.
one part because the loud truck was going.
Ow.
past.
Did that hurt you?
No, but
What was it that y'all said? The last part.
what?
No, I
what
was
did I say?
just saying that Detroit isn't a great place to live.
Like at all.
Yeah.
kind of a crap hole.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, the old switcheroo on the tank isn't really the best.
So yeah, that's the big news pretty much for anybody who's interested in watching the Super Bowl halftime show. I will be watching it.
Yes,
I'll
always
be
watch
watching it if
every
the Cowboys
Super Bowl
go.
anyway. I
Yeah,
like
they're not
watching
gonna
Super
go.
Bowl,
Neither the
even
Eagles.
if my team's never in it.
They'll make it.
No, they won't. Eagles are trash.
I believe.
Whenever, yeah,
You never know
what
what
could
could happen.
Yeah.
You never know, but I mean, you could say the same thing about the Cowboys, man. They've been looking great.
Yeah,
They've been looking
look
great.
great at the beginning
They
of the season, then they'll choke.
Okay.
They'll choke on.
Sound like a typical. Oh, is that what they'll choke on? Sounds like a typical little spoil sport Eagles fan.
Nah.
That's what I
Just,
think.
it's
Of your
just
Eagles.
stating the truth. That's all. Because you believe every year is your year.
Is that what I believe everything I hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what everybody says. It's always all year. We're America's team. We're the best. Blah 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 blah.
We got Dak. We got Dick. Amari Cooper. Nathan Witten. We're going to the Super Bowl. I will say that like Cowboys fans are loyal to a fault because even if our team is trash, and very often it's been trash in recent years, we're like, it doesn't matter, we're going to the Super Bowl. So at least I can laugh at myself and my own fan base. I'm not over there like, Eagles are the best. Freaking losers.
Yeah.
And maybe now that y'all have a championship-winning quarterback on your team, maybe then you'll do something good. Granted, it's NCAA championships, not NFL. So
No.
take that. Yeah, take that crap. Stick it with the sun don't shine. How about that? Anywho, Alabama also won against Southern Mississippi last weekend, and who are they playing this weekend?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. That's
The
actually
only way I know that is because I have the hopefully winning some real money. I didn't bet or anything.
Okay.
It's one of those the Fox Super Six stuff
Yeah, I gotcha.
where you predict, I should say.
Yeah,
I have
think
Bama
they're
winning,
good against
so
Ole
hopefully
Miss.
they win.
I mean,
by like
well, it's Ole
18 to
Miss
20
coached
something.
by it's Ole Miss coached by Lane Kiffin, who he's fine. I still think it's funny that people thought he looked like Daniel Tosh, even though Daniel Tosh hasn't been funny for a while now. He's just kind of a troll. Like Daniel Tosh is literally an internet troll, and it's funny that people thought he looked like Lane Kiffin and vice versa. But yeah, Lane Kiffin's actually a fairly decent coach. Everyone kind of was like, "Oh, well, he can't beat Saban." He might, dude. He might actually give us some grief.
I can
I
try
don't
and get
think
some
he'll-
score updates or if they're available.
Yeah. Well, I'll be keeping up with the game during the day.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
know what time it goes. What time does it start?
Oh, dang it.
Wow! Look what you've done.
That's number one.
Sworn on the channel.
we're gonna.
Where's
I
the
know
chip?
you can't wait for the
the
Texas and OU
tip
game.
jar when we need it. Or
That's
the swear jar.
another,
Sorry, swear jar.
It's another week or so. Week, 2 weeks, kind of 2 weeks, I guess. Can't remember.
Is what?
OU and Texas game.
Let me look. Hold up right now. So let's take a look at Texas. Texas OU will be. Don't stop. Will actually be on. Oh wow! I think it's gonna be next weekend. Going to be on the 9th of October.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So Red River Rivalry is what it's actually officially known as. Will be on October 9th. I mean, I really hate to say it. I think OU's gonna wipe the floor with them.
Never know.
Maybe not wipe the floor, but I do think that OU's going to at least win. I won't say they're going to absolutely demolish them. Oh wow, I actually died in this thing. But they'll definitely take a whooping. And then I don't know. I'm looking at their schedule. They play Oklahoma State the 16th of October.
I didn't
is
question
she
that
going?
at all. She said she's going to the game.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, this afternoon, 1:30. So here in about an hour, Ole Miss and Alabama will kick off. Alabama's 4-0. Ole Miss is 3-0. I really don't like Lane Kiffin anymore because he's just such a dingleberry. You've got the Rangers versus the Indians at 5:05 p.m. today. That'll be my time, not y'all's. And then I don't know if it's. Oh wow! Okay, apparently the Dallas Stars are playing the Coyotes. Whatever that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arizona
Tomorrow,
Coyotes.
Arizona Coyotes tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And you'll also have the Mavericks playing the Jazz on the 6th. So this upcoming week. And I've not been paying attention. Well, it's
I'm pretty sure that's what do you call? I guess preseason for basketball.
I think so.
I don't know what they call it.
The summer
I
league?
haven't paid
No,
attention
it's
to
not
basketball
summer
in a
anymore.
hot minute.
I would have think they would. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's not the real games. That's what I know. I don't know what they call it. I can't think if they call it. I don't think they call it preseason.
Practice.
Yeah.
So I guess currently for the college football scores, you have Georgia against Arkansas right now. Georgia's winning 27-0 with like 25 seconds in the third quarter. And then you have Michigan playing Wisconsin, with Michigan winning 20-10 with 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And then you have Louisville versus Wake Forest, with Wake Forest winning 20-17 with 12:31 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And you just UL Monroe versus Coast Carolina just started,
Okay.
along with
Very
other
nice,
games.
very nice.
Or a couple other games.
Well, one last bit for me to throw into the sports discussion is you'll actually have Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury Part 3. This will be the official tiebreaker, as each of them has one win against the other. With Tyson Fury actually being the first guy that Deontay Wilder did not knock out, and the first guy Deontay Wilder ever really lost to. I mean, that was something. These are two guys who are just so good at boxing that they're like the only two that can take each other on at this point. And it's pretty wild that that's the case. I think it's pretty cool that they're kind of these two titans of the game that are just like, yeah, no, we're doing our thing. So yeah.
Whoever's
And I mean,
gonna watch
it's
that, I hope it's a good match.
yeah, I hope it's a good fight. I think it'll be definitely worth watching. I got to meet Deontay Wilder, actually. Well, not meet him. I saw him. I saw him in person when I was in Alabama. There's a boxing gym I went to for a while there, and he was there. He was going. I forget the name of it, to be honest. But he was a really nice dude. He's a really, really humble dude, and he actually has a really, really humbling backstory. So
That's good.
yeah, for anybody that is actually watching the stream, we're about to start up some Spartan Ops.
Some real gaming.
Some actual gaming, yeah. So, some good old Halo. And last time we were playing this, we were in this mission, but we were on the other side. And
Crimson, get those turrets activated now.
all right,
Assessment on enemy forces, Miller. Considerable, Commander.
All right. Let's see how today's going to be if we're going to lag.
yeah. While we're talking about, do we still have any more sports stuff coming up, or that we want to discuss?
Nope.
All right.
Just looking forward to hockey season now.
Yeah. Well, some gaming news. Right now, Halo Infinite's third set of flights, which are basically technical previews, multiplayer betas, all that kind of stuff. They're online right now. All the big Halo YouTubers and streamers have been. Watch out! They've been streaming it and showing the game, so it looks pretty solid, man. I'm really excited for Halo Infinite. We are still waiting for the final update and the final Season 8 update for Halo MCC to hit online, and then we can actually install it into our games and play it. We'll be streaming some ODST Firefight, hopefully in time for Halloween, or as we're calling it from a generous suggestion from a viewer, Halloween. So that'll be fun if we when we do that stream.
A lot of fun.
Lots of fun. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Might wear a costume. We'll see.
My, you know, when Halo 3 came out and they had that there was the the legendary edition that came with the helmet, and I said if I could wear the helmet, I would.
Yeah. Oh, if we do that, that would spike up our viewership for sure.
I think so. I think for sure it would spike up your viewership. Excuse me.
Oh God, I'm about
got,
stuck.
What happened?
Just saw that hit my face. I got stuck by a grenade. I don't know why you're teabagging your own teammate. It's very rude. But it's like you do that anyways.
It's very like, yeah, I was saying. Well, only the people I care about. I don't do it to like random people I play with. I don't care about them. I'll love them, you know.
Yeah.
You should be flattered. I still have the Mark 5. Sorry, the Halo 4 Master Chief arms with like the same color, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't put those onto my Spartan.
Probably didn't.
Well, I didn't, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah, we got those. We got the Infinite flights happening. We're still waiting on the Season 8 to drop. for Halo MCC. Really, nothing going on with Halo 5. I mean, they're pretty much just every now and then they might change some of the game modes that are like in the new thing, but it's kind of it. Last bit of entertainment news is we have a 007, the new 007 movie's coming out, so I think that's gonna get a lot of attention.
Is it gonna come out on HBO Max, maybe?
That I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You'll have to do that. You'll have to dig for that answer. I'm sorry, but
It's okay. Looks like a pretty good one.
Sword.
I think it's the last one.
It should be, at least for Daniel Craig. I'm sure they will reboot it with another actor in the future, as they've done with all the previous and like the more modern renditions of James Bond. I mean, even to me, Pierce Brosnan was the best. I loved GoldenEye. I loved all that. That's what I grew up with. My mom grew up with like freaking. I'm trying to remember who.
Connery.
Not Connery. Geez, my mom's not that old.
Oh.
But no, I know Connery maybe, but I know like Pierce Brosnan was one of the bigger ones as well. When she was kind of when my mom and my dad were in their 20s during the 80s. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan was a big one.
No.
Well, the 90s I guess is when they kind of were like when they. But anyway, I'm more inserting my own sort of take on it because that's the one I grew up with was Pierce Brosnan. I thought he was amazing. He was actually really pissed when he found out that they recasted Daniel Craig. And I was like, well, he's the first James Bond that's not brown-haired. Because every other James Bond has had dark hair. This is the first James Bond that's blonde.
Mm. I mean, I think he's been pretty good.
I like him.
I have to like rewatch the other ones that he's in because it's been a while since I watched those.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it all
remember
starts
them
with
pretty long too.
It all starts with well, this one was unique in the fact that like there was actually a storyline that followed, and it was James Bond being in love and stuff. It was like, well, James Bond doesn't really fall in love, not really.
It's time to even the odds.
Yeah.
Crimson,
So.
here's some new toys.
Well,
It was interesting to see.
I expect it to hit pretty big in the box offices.
Same here.
Office.
Box offices.
Yeah,
but I
Morgan
do also.
says they're not that old. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I would say, mantises. Oh, 3 mantises. We all get a mantis.
That's like
I was
Oprah.
gonna say, yeah, right. You get a mantis, and you get a mantis, and you get a mantis. No. You also have Venom 2. There will be Carnage in theaters. It has Woody Harrelson playing Cletus Cassidy, who is also Carnage for those who have not read the comics, but yes, his character will be named Cletus Cassidy. He will be a complete psychopath, and that is the origins of Carnage, the red Venom. And they're even saying at some point they're going to try and bring Venom into the full-on MCU and have him try to kill Spider-Man. That's the thing, is that they're really going to bring that storyline back, where it's going to be a lot of trying to kill Spider-Man, and they're going to be fighting and so like that. Hey, knock out those Banshees. These things are kind of causing us some problems.
Knocked out a couple.
Alright, we've got hunters. 1 hunter down. But yeah, if you haven't seen the first Venom, I strongly recommend. It's an amazing movie. It was funny and it was comedy. It had action. It had everything you could possibly want out of these types of movies. I think Marvel did a good job with this one, but it's not the MCU crowd, because the MCU crowd has kind of joined the woke bandwagon. I think ever since they casted Brie Larson, it was kind of like the beginning of the end. It's like, why? She's so awful.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. And that's all I really got for entertainment news and gaming. I mean, I haven't seen much else coming in the world of gaming. I haven't seen a whole lot of other new releases, like the really big ones. So.
No, there's nothing really, honestly.
Oh crap! Hunters just landed on me. Hi. Excuse.
Just Halo. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much just Halo. You got the Call of Duty Vanguard. They're still making a big fuss about. I haven't really heard or seen any big footage from it. I'm not sure what the plan is for that. Can we repair these turrets? Because they were actually kind of helpful.
I don't think so. I don't recall us ever.
We activated them, but I'm gonna hop out, so cover me for a second. I don't want to get killed. Oh god! Of course, the minute I jump out of this thing, dude, I'm getting slaughtered by hunters over here. Of course, they land on me. They know where you're at. I think they just drop out of the sky at this point. I don't think anyone's really placing them in. Like, there's no phantoms airdropping them into the battlefield.
Yeah, we just took out 3 of them.
Yeah, I just took out the 2 that tried to jump me.
Quickly go.
Well,
Oh.
any other worthy news bits as far as entertainment and sports?
Nope, I got nothing else. Just,
Right.
just those big news announcements and the Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah. Well, we got some space news, some sci-fi space news. So first, oh god, well, of course, one of them's got some sort of big gun. So slap those elites, please. I just got decimated. There's another mantis I'm gonna go for. They blew up my first one.
Distract Crimson. We can leave the mantis behind. Commander, that's a suicide. We'll get a burn within 100 clicks. We need solutions.
So your first mantis got destroyed.
Yeah, and who the hell? Oh my god, this dude! I'm getting chased by a banshee. So if one of y'all could
On its way.
effing shoot that prick out of the sky.
I can see
Got
them.
him. Oh, there's like 3 of them.
There it is.
Yeah. All right, got a new mantis.
Oh,
Justin's dead.
Time to kill this prick. We got another mantis that just spawned, so let's.
Said he has some space news.
So yeah, so science in space. So first with just regular science, they did so one of the hurricanes. I think it was what's it called, Ida. One of the hurricanes that's out that still has the eye of the hurricane is in the ocean. Scientists had like a robotic drone that.
Crimson, heavy enemy
Oh goodness.
on your way.
Okay, lots of enemies. Let's spread out. But they attached a probe or a drone to a surfboard and sent this thing into the eye of the hurricane to do research on like storm weather and ocean phenomenon and stuff like that. I thought it was really cool. There was a video of the waves. If we can find that video, if one of us can find that video, we should definitely put it in the Discord. But yeah, it was really cool. I was thinking, well, we're not going to shred this gnar on our own. We have to get a robot to do it. And so what the hell is going on?
Those
Holy
phantoms.
Jesus. That was ridiculous. I just got all the freaking gun. I almost swore. I'm sorry. They have rapid fire turrets on the nose of those phantoms.
Something. I had to get in. I died from the.
Yeah, my mantis is about to blow up. I'm about to die too.
Well, that's pretty interesting that they sent the drone, I guess, into the eye of the hurricane.
Like on the waves to just study the effects of sort of ocean phenomenon and weather anomalies and weather like natural disasters and stuff. Get out of here, you little banshee riding prick. You've got photos of Mercury from the first flyby by Europe and Japan's Bepi Colombo mission. They actually look really breathtaking. They were really awesome photos of what Mercury looks like on a close flyby. That was really cool. You had SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft created a sonic boom as it crashed into the ocean off the coast of Florida. Pretty cool stuff. I always love the space news. Anybody can tell you, I love the space news. I always think it's worth talking about. You also have more wholesome content. An 8-year-old from Brazil who's an asteroid hunter. So she continues to look at and try to find asteroids that fly through the sky, through space, from her telescope. She is now the youngest astronomer ever. And I think that's pretty cool. I love it when kids are doing good things, not just being annoying kids.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's always a good thing to see the children doing something productive. And then Doomsday incoming, the largest comet ever discovered by us, is heading back in Earth's general direction after 3.5 million years.
Fire at will, Captain.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Nice work.
Yeah, I'll just take it down.
We'll have you a ride home shortly. Commander Palmer, solid intel on Parville's location. Let's see.
Well, she's gonna be rich, though. That little kid.
Scratch that, Crimson.
Yep.
Coming home, you're going hunting. I'll be back in touch shortly.
I want to go hunting. I want to go home. We've been on this mission for days. Let's see. There's some other things I've got. And new dinosaur species were discovered in both Brazil and the UK. So lots of interesting things happening in Brazil. And the UK is sort of having more scientific discovery, so I kind of like it. It is good. It's a lot better than some of the other nonsense we've talked about before. And so the last bit of semi-comedic news. So in the Gabby Petito, Brian Laundrie case and manhunt that has since evolved, where they are now looking for Brian Laundrie, Dog the Bounty Hunter has joined the game. Player 2 connected that controller, and turns out it was Dog the frickin' Bounty Hunter. So the funny thing is, like, Dog's like 71 years old or something. I don't know. He's up there. He's actually a bona fide bounty hunter, in case anybody forgot. So people think he is to bounty hunting what WWE is to like actual fighting and any form of legitimate martial arts. But no, he's actually a bona fide bounty hunter, and so we'll see if there's any development in the case. Nothing else has happened yet, but he's just saying keep the tips coming in. We'll find this guy. We're gonna bring him to justice. All this stuff. I hope they do.
I'm sure the dog's gonna find him before the FBI does.
Job simple.
The FBI is incompetent. Any federal bureau is incompetent, man. They're all stupid. It's whenever you have the case of federalized versus privatized anything, it's always going to be privatized. It's going to take the cake for me. I mean, they just always do a better job. Usually because they have people that actually care, and not just I'm on a government payroll. Like, I actually give a crap about this job to do it my own way.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Well, we'll see. It's still ongoing, of course, but I hope they find him alive. Make him suffer.
Well, I think making him suffer is definitely something that most people will be okay with. I just want to find the guy. We need to get some answers. We need to get some information. Whether it comes out of whether he spills it voluntarily or we like rip his teeth out one by one or something. I don't really care. We'll get the information we need. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's still not okay. And yes, I understand for everyone that's like, what about all the thousands of kids that go missing a year? Yes, I care about them too. I really, really do. Like, you can't. I hate that argument. It's like, let me delegitimize this particular case because there's so many more like it. And it's like, yeah, but you're just kind of being a scumbag now. Like, just because this case is getting a lot of attention doesn't mean nobody cares. It just means that this case is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah. And
I mean, I hate to feel like it's missing white girl syndrome. Like, dude, you're a scum. You're actual trash. An actual freaking scumbag. So I'm not a fan of people using that as a means to have some faux outrage over this whole incident. It's just, you don't actually care. If you did, you wouldn't be delegitimizing this case. Oh crap!
It just went straight towards me.
Yep. So, we got a fairly big news story coming out of Austin, Texas. A man threw a Molotov cocktail at the Democratic headquarters building in Austin. I'm still unsure if he was acting as part of a group on behalf of it. Was he, Antifa, BLM, the Boogaloo Boys, Proud Boys, any of these pseudo-political, political sort of militant activist groups. So
That's
Part
interesting.
So yeah, I don't think it ever actually went off. I just think he threw a Molotov at the building and tried to set it off, but it didn't happen.
Great work, Crimson.
So, I think I'm not sure that it's anybody sort of. But the problem with it is that you'll have people that'll see it and say, "Look at that." They're, they might say, "Oh, they're Trump supporters and they're all violent," or they're right-wing extremists. And then like the right-wing guys are like, "Dude, we don't condone that action. It's a crazy person. Like, get rid of them." And so it's sort of the dichotomy of how we view these issues. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Well, that's why this little dingleberry was following me and hitting me. You did have that. I don't know, man. I know we're kind of getting into the heavier pseudo-political news topics that we try to kind of leave for the last part. A few other things really quickly. So, one more thing is that you're seeing a large amount of gas and labor shortages in the UK, and it's sort of a mimic of what's happening here. I mean, we are having labor shortages, we are having gas and supply shortages, food shortages. We are running low on certain supplies that we do need for day-to-day stuff.
Like a meat shortage too, or actually the price, or something like that.
Well, you're seeing, it's funny that's happening, and then you see guys like Bill Gates, like he's becoming the largest owner of agricultural property, of farmland in the United States. Like, well, okay, so is he going to be allowed to pretty much do whatever he wants because he's buddy-buddy with all these politicians? That's where I'm like, maybe we should just have a full-on, maybe we should just kind of reset the whole system and get rid of these people because they're pure scum. They're all corrupt. So you have to get rid of them. I don't know how. I won't say get rid of them. You have to unroot them from their power. You can't let the billionaires just run the country. Like, who cares? I don't give a crap if you're rich. I'll flip you off and call you names, whether you're rich or you're freaking poor.
Freak. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Go hunters. Damn. Keep dying.
Yep. Well, I think we're also seeing with this. So, this is the thing that gets me, and this is where people may or may not agree. All right, and I know. You're seeing a large number of military, police, healthcare workers all getting drummed out of their respective fields of work because they don't want to take the vaccine. Some people have different views on this, and this is a very American opinion. But I don't think this is, it's funny for them to say we're having this huge health crisis and then turn around and say oh, we're gonna fire a bunch of nurses. Dude, no, that's not okay. It's hypocritical as hell, and it just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. Where's the logic?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me we have this horrible health crisis that the likes of which we've never seen. Rawr. And then you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, but we're gonna fire all of our nurses because they won't do what we say." I mean, okay, it makes sense in the sense that you shouldn't be working, and specifically you shouldn't be working with people who have COVID if you're not vaccinated. But if you're just a regular healthcare worker, I don't know. I feel like there's some way to make that argument where it's like, well, this is just authoritarianism disguised as, oh, we're trying to we want to save grandma. Okay. When it comes to the military and the police, though, that's not the case. These aren't healthcare workers. These are just frontline people that deal with either the enemies of our country or they're dealing with the criminal element in our country, which we have. I mean, every country has criminals. Every country has crime. I don't know. There's some places have it less than others, and some is less egregious than others, but it's everywhere. I don't get it. I don't know if it's sort of an ideological push. So anybody that refuses this vaccine is no longer able to Well, and some people are saying it's purely to root out people that are like anti-government or anti-Biden. So I'm not sure. I'm not saying that. I don't agree with that particular statement. But I do think it is an ideological push to get these fields only occupied by people who will do what the government tells them to do. Yeah. It's like, not with our government. Our government, I don't think anybody should be listening to these clowns. Oh, hell. We gotta take that Phantom out. Shoot the Phantom. Stop. Don't worry about the elites.
I gotta grab a Spartan laser again.
I don't know where we have any
Mine
explosives.
just disappeared.
Great.
This elite's just forming inside the rock. Drop more weapons. Yeah, equipping.
This is another reason I was not a fan of Palmer, is that she does not come off as a real Spartan. She just comes off with this whiny, like, why isn't my air support here? She reminds me of this, like, really crummy squad leader I had back at Fort Hood, who really just complained about everything she didn't have her going her way. I was like, oh, you're trash. Why would I want you to handle any actual real crisis? You're garbage. Oh, crap. Out of ammo. Need to get another weapon. So, actually, while we were talking about sports, Biden went to a baseball game, the congressional baseball game, and was booed by half the stadium, over half the stadium, I think. But he was booed by a lot of the conservatives and Republicans, even some of the Democrats. And I think what's going on is you're seeing a split of people who will back him up, and then people who will kind of like other Democrats, like Joe Manchin and what's the other one's name? There's another one, I can't remember her name. But that are like they're kind of more centrist Democrats. They're not like these authoritarian scum. So we'll see. But it's sort of causing a rift in the Republican Party. There's already the rift in the the Democratic Party. There's already been a rift in the Republican Party. So I think it's just showing the times, man. Like we don't agree. We don't agree anymore. We're not really a unified country. Like we've kind of split ourselves up. Yeah, we operate as one central federal government, but even that is starting to like have to turn some really they're creeping more towards authoritarianism in order to keep power. It's like, oh, maybe you just shouldn't exist, you know? Like maybe the federal government just shouldn't be a thing. Because they've blundered so many things that, you know, it's no longer, we no longer think of the federal government and have like this any sort of like actual trust in what they do or what they say, or anybody anybody who works for them. It's like, oh, you're a toady, you're a scum is what you are. So there are no more explosives around here. Did we throw them all away trying to shoot at freaking elites and stuff?
I was shooting at the Phantoms, but then I died.
Commander, multiple Phantoms closing in on Crimson. Oh, this is bad.
Well, give us more weapons.
Now, inbound, Commander. Get Crimson to cover.
Oh crap, get to the top of the tower.
Send some shelter.
Wait for me.
Missiles inbound. If Crimson's not somewhere safe yet, they've gone about 3 seconds.
Thank God.
Whew.
We really needed that. That took forever, as always.
Missiles are all down. Better late than never, Dalton. Thanks.
It took forever, Dalton.
Crimson and Pelican. Already on its
Oh,
way.
well, Commander Palmer was just complaining the whole freaking time. Why do we care? Why are we upset at Dalton?
Because we were just shooting at a Phantom with our regular weapons.
Well, that's because someone
And
was
I don't think
using
it was
their
taking
fucking...
any damage by that either.
Ooh, wow, I swear. Someone used their freaking rocket launcher on like regular enemies. So I don't know.
No,
I love you just threw one of the most like that.
I didn't. I used my rocket launcher on the Phantom.
I used it on the Phantom.
Oh, and another one real quick. So, I told you about Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller of the United States Marine Corps, who spoke out after the fall of Afghanistan. And he didn't actually say anything that bad. He just said, "I demand accountability. Like I want accountability from senior leadership. Why is this okay for them to just fail this badly and bungle so many military operations overseas? Why is this a thing?" And because of that, because we're run by a bunch of crybabies and corrupt scum who can't ever be told, "Hey, you effed up, and you have to pay the price for it." Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller is being held at the Brig. For those who don't know, it's essentially pre-court-martial trial confinement. So think of it like you're in county, or not in county jail. You're in the downtown police jail cell, and you're just waiting to have your case heard or something. It's essentially that. And I think it's ridiculous. This is where it pisses me off, because this is a guy who's a real leader, a real warrior, and he is being punished for demanding accountability from these weak, feckless, spineless, pathetic leaders. These generals that are just old and fat and out of shape and haven't been a warrior for decades. And it's like, you don't even need to be talking about what the hell goes on in the military. You're not a soldier anymore. You're not even a Marine. You're a politician in a uniform. You turd. And just, I have to kind of take a breath, because it pisses me off, and it's sort of it's something I saw a lot of crappy leadership in my time in the military. Just 5 years in the Army, I saw enough to be like, okay, we're going to die. The United States is over. Like, we don't have a real military. We don't have real leaders, people who are willing to do what the politicians won't do, or to stand against the politicians and say, "You shut up with your suit and tie. You know nothing about the military. You know nothing about combat or war." And we're no longer. And that's what just got me really heated. So I apologize if I seem a little passionate about the subject, more so than usual. This just gets me. It kind of is just like, you know what? All these turd leaders, if they go to war, they're going to die, and I'm not going to be that upset. Because like they're saying, I'm a warrior, I can go fight, and then you go fight and you get dome pieced within the first 5 seconds of a conflict. You're not a warrior. You don't know cover and move. You don't know cover and concealment. You barely know tactics. Like you're just a soft, squishy, like pathetic little gremlin inside of a military uniform. You don't deserve to wear that military uniform. You don't deserve those ranks, those stars, none of it. The NCOs don't deserve those stripes. The ones that are, not all of them, but the ones that don't actually lead their soldiers and care about them. If you're an NCO and you're just too afraid to say anything to an officer or a senior NCO because like you don't have the chutzpah to stand up for your men, you're not a leader, and you're just a, I don't know if that's a swear, but you're a douchebag with some stripes or some stars or some officers' bars on them or something, you know? And it's just like, dude, get out. Get out and let real warriors be in the military. Don't let these soft, squishy, blue-haired losers who I want to understand white rage. Yeah, oh yeah? Is that what you want to understand? How about you understand how to fight the enemy? How about you understand how you are the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley? Crap General Mark Milley. Scumbag. Little politician toady, just wants to do whatever they tell him to do. He won't ever stand up and have any constitution of his own. He won't ever make any decisions of his own. He's just a flimsy fish out of water. We've got a Haggard 93 that's AFK.
My controller keeps disconnecting.
Okay, I'll push you to the objective. It's okay. These guys don't. They're more they want to turn the military into a social experiment, and that's why like you're gonna have a bunch of people who don't actually have the fortitude to go into the jaws of death and fight their way out. You're going to have men and women that are going to be like, I don't want to be in pain. I can't go to war. I'll break a nail, or I can't go to war. Like, violence shouldn't exist. And these just losers that want to think that there are some sort of like worthwhile, soldier or Marine or sailor, airman, whatever, Space Force guy. And it's just sort of like, are you kidding me? You took an oath of enlistment, or the officer, I don't know if it's whatever officer oath they take. And you were supposed to fight against all enemies, against the Constitution, foreign and domestic. So then I've served with these leftist, radical, kind of scumbag people that are like, oh, you just do what you're told, whatever the officers tell you to do. And like, yes, there's a part of your oath where you say, I will obey the orders of the officers, of the officers appointed over me. But if they're in direct violation of the Constitution, that's when you put a gun to your lieutenant's head and say, you might want to rethink that one, sir. Don't ever go against the Constitution. Like, that's where we need to be at. And we're not there, and it's worrying because we're just going to lose who we are, and we're going to turn into this authoritarian state. We're already on the way. We're already like halfway there, man. We're already at the point of our time in the country where we've lost the idea of being a republic. I mean, the republic has fallen. On a second note, you have major polls coming from all different regions of the country: the South, the Midwest. They said the Midwest, the Heartlands, the South, the Pacific Northeast, or Pacific North, was it Pacific Northeast, Pacific Northwest, whatever. Like, a lot of people, I think the lowest percentage is 39%. Is you've got large percentages of the population that are actually in favor of seceding from the Union, or of the other political parties seceding from the Union and taking their states and leaving. The problem is all these leftists are going to be like, oh, you can just go be homeless then. They don't actually want you. They want you to die. These liberals, these leftists, these statist Democrats want you to die. They don't. If you're not woke, if you're anti-establishment, if you've really been anti-war, and you're actually one of these true leftists that really believes that, like, in some of these more leftist policies, but not in an authoritarian way, they don't want you. They don't want you at all. And that's where we're at. We're at the point where the little floppy jellyfish are taking over, and somehow they have control of a lot of things, and they're ruining it all. And they're gonna just be like, oh, the conservatives can just die off. They don't want them. They don't want libertarians either. So they're gonna tell me I can die off too. So I'm sorry if you voted Democrat, if you're a Democrat, something like that. Like, maybe you need to look at who you're voting for, because some of these guys don't actually have leftist tendencies. I mean, why haven't they passed a universal health care reform? Why haven't they done any of the things they said they're going to do? And all they've been pushing is wokeness, and everything is racist, everything is white supremacy, everything is Antifa and BLM and all this crap. And it's like, okay, can we talk about what you're going to do for your constituents, not what you're going to do against the other team? Like, fight your own damn battle. Stop being like, oh, we're going to stop these guys from doing this. Vote for me because this guy is bad. Really? I mean, we did that. That's how we got where we're at now. We're like, we didn't like the other guy, or at least a lot of people didn't like the other guy, and they didn't like Donald Trump, and so then they're like, oh, vote for this guy because he's not him. Yeah, but his policies are trash, dude. He's a corporatist. He's been a corporatist his whole life. Like, there's nothing special about this guy. He's a weenie. And so, I just think it's
There wasn't much of a choice. Besides, it was that or not vote at all.
I mean, I voted third party. There's always a choice.
Or
if everyone voted third party, we would have had a real president.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that a lot of people vote for a third party.
I voted third party for the last 3 elections.
Democrat and Republican.
Well, that's the problem to me, is that this shouldn't be a thing where we're only able to vote for the duopoly. I think the duopoly should be completely dismantled. I think I think they all need to be fired. You need to fire Mark Milley. You need to fire these woke generals. You need to fire Lloyd Austin. I'm sorry, he's trash. He's not as bad as Mark Milley, but he's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Sorry, I was engaging the Phantom. But yeah, man, I think we're at this point where we're gonna see a peaceful divorce. And the reason I'd say I'd rather have a peaceful divorce, yeah, I got stuck. I'd rather have a peaceful divorce than an all-out violent civil war. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the peaceful divorce. Just let me take my state. Let me take me and the people who think like me. Let us go somewhere else. We will govern ourselves. You don't get to tell us how you want us to live. We don't care. We don't care how people. We don't even. I don't even acknowledge California or New York as ever having any authority to tell me how to live my life. That is just nonsense. Because they've never lived. They're not out here in Colorado. They're not out there in Texas. They don't really. Why do I care what they think? I don't even acknowledge them. Dude, screw you guys. And yeah, that's
opinion.
where. Yeah, but I mean, why? Okay, but like, why do I don't have to. I don't want to be violent. I don't want to hurt you guys. I just want you guys to do your thing. You govern yourselves. And if New York or California wants to say, oh, Texas is doing this, it's like, okay, well, you do you. You're not going to tell me how to live. If you want Texas to live the way you want them to live, that means you don't actually support the republic. You support a full-on, what is it, like it's the true democracy, but not in a good way. You want people to just vote and say, well, you have to live the way I want you to live. No. You can come try and make me. See what happens then. Because half these people aren't going to do anything. They don't want to do it. They're not actually. You had what's the dude who Hassan Piker. He's another streamer. He's a little leftist prick.
Person.
He's also a coward, is what he is. He's a complete coward. He's a complete spineless jellyfish. I'd beat the crap out of him, and I'd whoop his butt on stream for charity. I'd do it. I'd do it for charity. I'd beat the crap out of that guy to give money to less fortunate people. Yeah, I'm not just gonna do it for me. If he would ever agree to it, I will square up on him. I will full on MMA fight, cage match rules. I will slaughter that dude for charity. Like we can give it to like hungry kids or something. But yeah, he's over there saying he wants to forcibly vaccinate people in their sleep. I was like, no, you don't. You're a little baby. I called him something else.
I was about to say, the game broken.
No, he's just a little prick. He doesn't want to do it. He wants a real man to come and do it.
I was talking about that game, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. I thought that was broken for a second.
Yeah, I was like, where are the enemies? And I realized I had to backtrack. But yeah, this guy Hassan Piker is like just he claims he's a radical, but he's always a sadist Democrat. All right, like you're not a radical. You're not a socialist. You're not someone who actually believes in changing the system. You don't want to fix the corruption. You're a statist, plainclothes, want to use the force of the federal government to make everyone to live to your whim. Democrat. That's what you are. You are just a turd. And all these people that are like, oh, well, the alternative is so much worse. Then stop voting for the alternative and stop voting for the duopoly. You know what I mean? You're over there like, oh, we need to fix the system, and then you vote for the same crap that's kept the system in shambles for going on 20 plus years now. I mean, we remember it being so bad with Bush, but it was bad before then too. So, just not a fan of any of it, man. You got the new infrastructure bill that's coming through. It's $3.5 trillion because we haven't already spent so many $1 trillion. It's just, yay, more debt, more inflation, build back better. Yeah, build back a dead economy. Okay.
I hear we're gonna go broke pretty soon, like by like 2030 something, I think.
Yeah, that's your president spending trillions of dollars every other month because he feels like that's what we need to do. But these new now they want to push more COVID obedience and compliance measures so that it's in the $3.5 trillion spending bill. Businesses will suffer anywhere between $30,000 to $300,000 fines for not mandating vaccines. All right, how many times every show do I have to say that authoritarianism is wrong? Anybody that is pushing authoritarianism is probably not somebody you should be supporting in any way, shape, or form. Stop forcing people to live the way you want.
Let me look at the challenges real quick, but continue.
Yeah, we keep getting challenges. I have 9 points now. I have nothing. I can't spend them at all. So I don't know. Authoritarianism is wrong. And then the last thing I got. So everyone is very familiar with Prince Andrew, right? The one who was caught diddling underage girls with Jeffrey Epstein. Mm-hmm. We're all familiar with him. So turns out Queen Elizabeth is financially backing Prince Andrew's legal battles and fees after he had sex with underage girls as part of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. That also includes the Clintons. It includes several other powerful political individuals. I think Alan Dershowitz was one time stated that he was part of it, although he's come out and denied that, so I don't know. I didn't like the way he did it. He was like openly challenged. He said, I challenged one of the rape victims to a debate to prove me guilty. And I'm like, little cavalier, maybe like piss off. Maybe just stop wanting to challenge rape victims to debates, dude. You're like a 70-something-year-old lawyer at Harvard. Come on. So that's the last bit I got for today. I I know that we started off fun, and obviously we always go down the rabbit hole of the more political based corrupt news. So
Okay, we kept
hopefully
it
it
at about an
wasn't too.
hour instead of almost 2.
Say what?
So we kept it at about an hour this time instead of almost 2.
Yeah, I know we've been talking about that we want to sort of be a little more mindful of how much time we're spending, because obviously we don't want to spend so much time of our days doing this, and we have other things we want to do too. So
Yep.
that's my last story. I want to give a quick shout out. This week's alcoholism sponsor is Shiner Bock beer from Texas. So you gotta represent the homeland. And my game shout out for the week is going to, I've been playing Injustice 2. It's basically the DC Comics version of Mortal Kombat. It even has Raiden, and Sub-Zero in the game, as well as a few other exclusive characters. Pretty fun fighting game. If you like the DC characters, you'll probably enjoy it. It's set in the Justice Lord's timeline, where Superman kind of goes crazy because he gets tricked by the Joker into killing Lois Lane while she was pregnant with their kid, and I was like, oh wow.
That's crazy.
It is. It follows the story of Batman as he is trying to keep. Batman's like Batman's got a few people that are still part of the original Justice League, and they want to keep the Justice League as the Justice League, and Superman wants to kind of control the world. He wants to put everyone under the boot of authoritarianism for this. So, yeah, I think it's a fun game to play. Y'all will like it if you like fighting games, especially. So,
Yeah, I've played a little bit of Injustice.
I've played it.
it's a fun game. The second one's also pretty good. So,
Well,
I enjoyed it.
my shout out would be going towards V-Shout, the website where you you can get a personalized video from the celebrity saying your name and whatever else they want to say, and also holding the item that they signed for you that you either sent in or you purchased from their store, from the V-Shout store, which is right now they're only doing 8x10 pictures, which kind of sucks, but they did a little questionnaire on one of the emails. Hopefully a lot of people looked at the emails, but they were asking if people would like them to add more photo options and sizes, and also Funko Pops, and I hit yes like 10,000 times.
what's funny is, so me and Deidre have been watching Sons of Anarchy. I showed her that we just finished season 1, and all I can think of is that you had Ron Perlman give you that shout out, Justin.
Yeah.
And so now every time I see Ron Perlman, because as Clay, I'm like, you gave one of my really good friends a shout out, man.
2 seconds.
So,
Even though,
dude, I know it's so short, but he's like, sup, Justin.
But yeah, so this past Thursday, after like months of waiting, or months of them saying that they would have him sign, they finally got Christopher Sabat done with his wave, and Justin and I finally got both of our pops signed by him.
Wait, Chris Sabat.
Yes, he
the
voices
voice of
Vegeta and Piccolo.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. I've never heard him say his actual. It's Chris Sabat. I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yes, so
That's
that's
the current Vegeta voice actor, right?
and our childhood, from the 99 to
And from
early
Z.
2000s. Yep, from the very first Dragon Ball Z.
They did. Well, no. There's been 3 voice actors for Vegeta, and the first 2 didn't last very long. But the one, Chris Sabat, is
He's the
longest. Yeah, he's the longest running one. He's also the current Vegeta voice actor. So
And Piccolo.
And he's the voice
And,
of All Might
Piccolo
and
All Might in My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Awesome. Anyway, well, we're still working on getting the YouTube channel. I just haven't had a chance. Like I said, this week has been really busy with work. But we are going to plan to make a single YouTube channel. It'll just be called the Thunderdome podcast, or like Thunderdome something. I don't know. When we have the name, we will drop it.
Be sure to follow our Discord as well. I will post it on my chat right now.
Same
Yep.
here.
Yep.
But anyways, Christopher Sabat, he finally finished his wave, and we should be hopefully getting our stuff soon. Within like the
Nice.
next week or so. I just got
Did
the
you get a
video
Did you get a
yesterday.
Vegeta pop as well?
No, I got a Piccolo pop that I purchased myself.
Dude, you should have. Should
I
have got a
got my
Majin.
Vegeta pop. I've had it
Majin.
for like 3 or 4 years.
Wait. Just regular Vegeta, Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God. Like, what are you talking about?
Scouter Vegeta with his
OG.
yeah.
So Saiyan Saga Vegeta.
the Dragon Ball Z one.
Yeah.
The Scouter with his red little eye scout, I guess.
Dude, Vegeta's my favorite character in Dragon Ball. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's 'cause
character.
Mother. You want to fight?
Yeah.
No, I just love that he's a character that was so well written. He had the anti-hero. He was the villain, and he kind of became the anti-hero. Well, really, he went like from villain to the enemy of my enemy for Goku and the gang, and then he kind of became the anti-hero. And then he became a hero. Then he went back to being a villain for like a few episodes while he was fighting Goku, and he killed a bunch of people at the martial arts tournament. When he became Majin Vegeta, and he let himself get taken over. Then he becomes the anti-hero again, and then he comes back and he's the hero again. And he's been the hero, and I've loved watching his development. If you've not kept up with Dragon Ball Super in the manga, not the anime, but the manga, he's also had a development in the anime, where in the anime ended up, it stopped airing back in like 2018. So Dragon Ball Super has been gone for almost 4 years now, as far as the anime. It will come back. The manga has been going on ever since. It never actually ended. And
Yeah.
I like Goku too. Goku's my favorite.
Goku's amazing. Vegeta has a new form. So
I like Piccolo.
I'm not gonna. Piccolo's great. Piccolo hasn't
But
developed that
Vegeta's
much.
my first favorite.
Vegeta, well, so Piccolo hasn't developed at all since Dragon Ball Z. At least not really. He's sort of, kind of. He helped trained with Gohan for the Tournament of Power before the in Dragon Ball Super. But he hasn't really had a new form. He hasn't new techniques. I mean, he trains. He's still strong, but he's not like when you have Goku and Vegeta, who are literally on the plane of gods, like literal gods in their universe, the gods of destruction, the angels, the Supreme Kais, all those guys. No one else starts up except for maybe Gohan. You got Android 17 and 18, who can kind of keep up, but Krillin, Tien, Piccolo, Yamcha, especially Yamcha, all those guys, they don't really do any development. Even Goten and Trunks are not that powerful. I mean, they can go Super Saiyan, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So the Funko Pop that I got was Piccolo in his Lotus position, but it's a
The Funko exclusive 2019 New York Comic Con convention limited edition.
gotcha.
It's about time he finally signed it. And I got the video on Friday, Friday, but I'm not gonna post it until I get my actual pop.
Well, I'll give one more shout out. One more. Actually, two, but for the same thing. One is going to go to kissanime.com, KISSANIME.com. It is a anime video streaming service. It has all the episodes of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Naruto Shippuden, Boruto, Bleach, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. I mean,
And the most
All
important
these-
question, which I already know this, but to our viewers, is it free?
it's free. It's all free. All of it. All of it is free. That being said, there may be one or two. You might have to like skip episodes here and there. Not often, but like every now and then, because sometimes there's issues with the episode loading or anything that happens. So I'm not saying it's perfect, but it is free, and it has probably 90 to 95% of every anime and all the anime episodes of said animes on their website within their catalog. That includes Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai. It includes it pretty much includes everything as far as animes. Now, the other one I want to shout out is vizmedia.com. Also, there's a Viz Media app that I have. If you are a fan of the manga, you want to read the mangas, you got Dragon Ball Super, comes out with a new manga chapter every month. You've got Boruto, comes out with a new manga chapter. Again, My Hero Academia, all these different ones, Black Clover, Black Mirror, whatever. They have new
Black
ones that come.
Mirror, probably.
One Punch Man. I mean, they have them. Dragon Ball Super never stopped the manga. So after the Tournament of Power, where the anime ends, the manga continued on.
Is
It
that
actually
free?
is finished. It costs like $5 a month if you want it. Otherwise, hang on. Yes and no. You can pay for a membership. It's about $5 a month. pretty good if you're a huge anime fan, manga fan, you want to read all this stuff. If you do not, it is free, but if you don't have a membership, the only issues you'll be given access to. So, for example, you go to Dragon Ball Super, right? In a currently ongoing manga, you'll have the first 3 chapters that were ever written that are available, and then you'll have the most recent 3 chapters that were written. Those are available for free for people that do not want to pay for a membership on Viz Media, on the Viz Media app. So I recommend it. It's cool to watch. It's cool to read. For those who are really big fans of mangas. I mean, I read the Dragon Ball Super manga every time it comes out. So it usually comes out on the 20th of every month. I've been rereading Bleach because I never read the manga for Bleach. I read the manga, but I didn't read all the manga, so I'm rereading it. And I'm also, you have Boruto, so you have all these new things in Boruto. Naruto's got a new form. Vegeta's got a new form. Goku has even more power with Ultra Instinct. All these characters, they've continued to develop. So if you're a big fan, this is something for you for sure.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. But those are my shout outs of the week. Anything you guys got to add before we go into the last bits of our own little self promotions and then our outros?
Oh, no.
Justin?
No.
Okay. Well, be sure to check us out on Twitch, Lord of the Reams and Just in Time for TV on Twitch.com. Check us out on YouTube, same name.
Twitch.tv. No,
Twitch.tv, excuse me. Twitch.tv. Go to YouTube.com, also same names, Lord of the Reams and Just in Time for TV. Follow the Discord page that Lord of the Reams has put into his chat. I don't know if Just in Time for TV has done the same, so I won't speak on his behalf.
Have. Yes.
Okay, both of them have done it. And keep up to date with us. We usually post updates, especially anything big. We'll post it to our Discords. We'll let you know when we have new stuff happening. When we get into sort of like newer territories, like when we start a new YouTube channel, or if we are also expanding ourselves to go to other video hosting sites like Minds or Odyssey. And we'll let you know when anything changes. And we're still kind of continuing to build this, so share this video, like it, leave a comment, subscribe to either the YouTube channels, just whatever you decide to do, we would deeply appreciate it. It does help us kind of continue to grow this thing that we're building here with Thunderdome. That's all I got. If you guys have anything to add real quick, go ahead.
No, thank you everybody for stopping by today, or even if it was just for a little bit. We appreciated it as always.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. And we'll be back next weekend. We'll let you know. We'll keep it updated as far as times and days. And otherwise, I have been Donut, the biggest blabbermouth with nothing to say.
I have been Lord of the Reams.
And I have been Just in Time for TV.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves, and we will see you next time in the Thunderdome.
Doesn't Justin do his outro?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Justin's going to do the outro. Take us home, Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Thunderdome podcast. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye everybody.
Peace.